So, what subject would you like us to speak about?
Whatever you like.
Me? Krishna Katha, Hari Katha. Huh? I will tell the Kailash story to please you. You don't know the Kailash story?
No,
Okay, you will hear about it.
Sai, come here.
Very instructive. Okay, very good. Hare Krishna. Hari Hari. Om Agyanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shirupam Sagarajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Gora Premanandi, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Thank you for chanting enthusiastically. Very nice, very good. We can go on like this, but we also have to speak about Krishna, no? Isn't it? Important. So, there is a verse in the Shastra where Krishna is speaking with Narad Muni, and he tells him, Naham basami vaikunte yoginam hridayeshu va yatra gayanti mad bhakta tatra tishtami narada. Because Narad Muni asked Krishna, dear Lord Krishna, where devotee can find you? Better? Okay. So Krishna said, I am not in Vaikuntha. Naham basami Vaikunte. Yogina Mridayeshuva. I am neither in the heart of the yogis. Then where are you, Krishna? Please tell me. Yatra gayanti mad bhakta. Wherever my devotees are singing my glories, tatra tishtami narada. I am there. Where devotees come together and sing my glories, I am present there. So Lord Chaitanya brought this process of Harinam Sankirtan, the chanting of the holy name. It is the greatest blessing, the greatest opportunity the Lord is giving in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga has so many faults, so many faults. This age of quarrel, violence, misunderstanding, confusion, so many bad things. But there is one very good thing in this age. That just by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one can achieve all success in life. That's a fact. And what a beautiful way to get the Lord's mercy, by just chanting. Who doesn't like to chant? But we want to please Krishna by this chanting, not just, And naturally, when the Lord is pleased, then we also feel the blessing, no? We feel also the happiness. So everybody in this world looking for happiness, but people don't know where there is the real happiness. They think happiness is in sex life and drugs, alcohol, money, and so many things, no? But they don't understand that all these things can make you happy. May give some little insignificant pleasure from the senses, no? But it's all temporary. It's not gonna satisfy your soul. The soul needs another type of happiness, spiritual, because the soul is spiritual, needs spiritual happiness. The body has needs, we can't deny the needs. The body needs to eat, to sleep, have a place to sleep, to eat, home, place to stay, have a, wife or husband, that's necessary. And to defend yourself means you have to have income to survive in this world, isn't it? But that is not all. I mean, if a human being only lives for these things only, he's no better than animal. Because animals also have those needs. They also need to eat. They also need to sleep, to have a, wife, children, all these things. They also can have. They also defend themselves. Somebody attack them, they defend themselves, But human beings are more intelligent, so we do it more sophisticatedly. We invented the, nuclear bombs and machine guns and big cars to run fast and all this. But practically speaking, the man is running in 4 wheels and the dog is running in 4 legs, looking for the same bone. It may look different, may you sit in a chair and a table, but you're eating the same bone, More fancy, you may go to a fancy restaurant, very expensive restaurant, but it's the same thing you're eating. The animal is also eating. Dogs can have sex in the street. They don't have shame. Well, human being, okay, in an apartment, more, But nowadays, even they do it in the street also, like animals, So, this is the reality of this material world, So, Krishna consciousness doesn't try to make everything nice and in relation to the material world. No, it's a naked reality, And you see, here, for example, in America, they are very materially advanced. Everything they do it, very paka, like they say, You go on the street, everything clean, nice houses, everything, fine. But it's like a body without, here in America at least, maybe other places too, when some relative die, they want for the family to see him farewell, they have to put makeup, make me look nice and smiling and all this thing. It's a dead body, The decoration of a dead body, the same thing, all these things we have in life. Prabhupada said it's like having many zeros. What is the value of 1 zero or 10,000 or 1 million zeros? But if you put one in front of the zeros, you put Krishna, then you have 100,000 millions, then has value because Krishna is there. Otherwise has no real meaning. And unfortunately people are wasting so much time, and frivolous thing, very frivolous, very unnecessary things, unnecessary things. Once I was giving a lecture in Mexico City, in the house of the poet, all poets and writers, they invited them. I wrote a poetry book. I already translated in English. It's Dravida Prabhu, he, did the editing. So they invited me to speak about my book and everything. And they asked good questions, very intelligent people, intellectual people. And one of them, he said, well, I think the best thing is to keep silence, not to say anything. And people looked at him, they didn't like him actually much. He was like always creating, disturbance. So I told him, real silence means not to speak nonsense. Only to speak of important things, essential things. And the most essential thing to speak about is God and the soul. And everybody got up and started applauding. One of the writers told me they wanted to carry you on their shoulder because you defeated this guy. They didn't like him much, He's always argumenting against everything. So anyway, once I met a man and I was book distribution. He used to come to the temple and stopped coming for some time. I asked him, why did you not come into the temple? He said, well, to tell you the truth, frankly speaking, I like too much to speculate. And you, Hare Krishna, you have answer for everything. So I can't argue with you much, You every time I speak with you, you defeat me. So I can't win with you. You have better philosophy than me. And that's a fact, Krishna consciousness is answer all questions. There is no, mysteries, lagoons of, darkness. No, it's very clear. And cut up, all the ignorance, madness there in the mind, cut off, Okay. Is it? So we have to take opportunity of this seriously, seriously, because we have a few more years to be here in this planet, so better we take advantage of this spiritual opportunity given to us to rise up to the challenge, because it's a challenge, Materialistic society is all about the body and everything related to the body. You see everywhere is everything about the body, nothing about the soul. Nothing, practically speaking. Once I went to Spain, many years ago. Last time I went 3 years ago, or 4 years ago. And when I arrived at the airport, I saw an advertisement for wine. And do you know what they put? They put, it is so good that it deserves to be born again, to see, keep testing it. So they speak about reincarnation, but in relation, keep doing what, keep drinking wine. Crazy. Once I was traveling here in the US, I was waiting for my flight in one airport, and they put advertisement about insurance, from some insurance company. And the advertisement you see in like New York, big building, big street, and people flying. And in one small street, there was one, what do you call this musical machine, some kind of like Clybe, they move it and the machine is, the sound music comes out and the man asks money, And he had a small monkey with him, a helper. He will go to the people and, with the hat or can, whatever he asks, begging bowl, he asks for the people. So one lady was sitting in front of her house. She was doing a sweater, like this. And the monkey approached her and told her, Mother, I am Robert. Here, takes $10 for you. Don't say anything to them. and the lady said, Robert, my son, what happened to you? Why do you become a monkey? And the monkey answered, don't ask me. I misbehaved very badly. I died in an accident. I became a monkey now. So at least they're using, but unfortunately, I didn't buy you an insurance before I died. So the propaganda is about to buy insurance, but they put all the reincarnation thing, and if you misbehave, you can be a monkey next life, Actually, Prabhupada said that about Vrindavan, the monkeys of Vrindavan. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them, they were devotees living in Vrindavan that they're doing bad activities, not following principles, nothing, illicit sex, drinking, smoking, everything in the Dham. So that's very big offense. But since they are devotee, fallen devotees, they are given the chance to born next life in the Dham as monkey or hogs, and that will be last life. After that, they go Vaikuntha. But they were good devotees for some time, But they fell, so they are given this chance, no. I visit one devotee in Vrindavan, friend. Trying to remember his name. He's Pujari in Radha Raman temple, one of the Pujaris. And he have very nice relationship with ISKCON devotees, and always invite some of us to his home for prasad. And he told me that the Brazilian devotees invited him to give a seminar about deity worship, because he's very expert in deity worship. And they took him to the zoo, Let's go and find, have a little fun. So he stopped in front of the cage of the monkeys, and he started laughing. The devotee asked him, why you're laughing? He said, well, here you in the West, the monkeys are behind bars and the people are free. But in Vrindavan, we are behind bars, the monkeys are free. Are everywhere. So, and also in his house, I noticed there was a nest and a bird coming through the window and having his nest there in his house, inside the lamp or something. I told him, what is this? He said, well, we are sharing the house. He can live here peacefully, I live peacefully here. It's different mentality, In the West, they throw out, kill the bird maybe or something. But no, it's a different culture. Prabhupada say, if you're hungry and you enter somebody's house and take a mango or a fruit from their tree, they don't protest, they allow you. You can eat as much as you want, but you can't take nothing with you. That is not allowed, isn't it? That's the culture, But here, if you enter somebody, they bring a rifle. What are you doing my property? Get down.
It happened just to us yesterday.
Oh, yes?
Our neighbor, the small one. And our tree was like, I went down, I saw the fruit was like ripe and it's like this side. I said, can you just go right by exit? So, and then he just took the ladder and lady came, he said, you're trespassing our property. You should take the permission before. I said, my God, where is your neighbor? You see us every day. He said, you should. He told me, he said, I will not do it next time.
Yeah. It's like that.
Not even inside, just by the entrance.
Yeah.
There our entrance and there are the side.
Yes, it happened also many years in Venezuela when Prabhupada went there. One morning, Prabhupada doesn't use regular toothbrush. He uses neem twig or eucalyptus in the West because there are no neem, Now there is. And one morning at 4 in the morning, Prabhupada asked the devotee, I need, get me a toothbrush, neem twig or eucalyptus. So in the temple we don't have eucalyptus, but the neighbor had eucalyptus tree. So one devotee was too early to ask permission, the neighbor is sleeping at 4 in the morning. So the devotee jumped the wall, climbed on the tree, and with a small knife he was cutting a little twig, and suddenly we heard 2 shots on fortunately in the air. He thought was a thief hiding to frighten the thief, and the devotee came running, But he got the twig for Prabhupada to brush his teeth, In Mexico, Prabhupada was walking in the park, Chapultepec, beautiful park, big park, there are huge trees, many big trees there. And Prabhupada used to walk on that park. One morning he was walking with the devotees and found an eucalyptus, big tree. Prabhupada told the devotee, I want that twig up. And the devotee looked at each other, what can I do, It's very difficult, it's very high, So they made up their mind to do what you call a human pyramid, like they do that in Gujarat, other places. In Janmashtami, they climb on each other's shoulder and break the pot, like that. So they did that. They never did it before. It was an experiment for them. They have seen maybe in videos or something to catch the twig, So they tried 2-3 times. They failed. Finally, 4th time they failed, but with the twig in the hand, So they presented Prabhupada. Here, Prabhupada, look at it. It's not good for toothbrush, sorry. But he appreciated the effort, that they wanted to please him, he appreciated that. So anyway, so Krishna consciousness also is full of, humor also, Krishna is very humorous. Once Prabhupada was flying in the US, and sometimes they put videos and things like that. So they put Charlie Chaplin, videos, black and white. No?
The funny one.
Yeah, funny one. So the devotee went, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And Prabhupada was looking at it and was laughing like that. So the devotee got confused. Wow, this is Maya, that's not good. So one of them later asked Prabhupada, sorry to ask this, but why you was watching Charlie Chaplin? And Prabhupada said, because he's very funny, and his humor reminds me of Krishna's humor. Krishna's also very funny, So the pure devotee, everything he sees reminds him of Krishna, He doesn't forget Krishna. Others may see this, they forget Krishna. But no, everything reminds him of Krishna. So anyway, do we have any comment, questions? You asked me something, no? What you asked me? The Kailash story. You want to hear the Kailash story? Okay. There was one devotee named Kailash, but he was very materialistic, devotee but materialistic, So and when he was becoming old, he was old and everything. So once Narad Muni went to see Krishna in the spiritual world. And Krishna was waiting for his friend to play with them. And Narad Muni offered, my dear Lord, if you want me, I can bring you right now 100 souls from the material world to play with you until your friend arrives. Krishna said, that's a great idea. But because Kailash was thinking, oh, I'm becoming old, maybe I should surrender to Krishna, give up my material attachment, become sincere devotee, you know, he was thinking like that. Krishna told him, but first bring me this Kailash, then you can bring the other 99, you know. Okay. So Narad Muni went to the house of Kailash, you know. Oh, Narad Muni, my obeisance, great sage, you know. And Narad Muni told him, Kailash, Krishna is making an exception with you. You are not ready yet. But Krishna is offering you right now to quit up your body and go to the spiritual world with Krishna to play with him. Would you like that? Oh yes, of course, I will be more than happy to go with you immediately, but I have one desire to fulfill before going. And that, what is your desire? Well, I have a daughter and a son, and I would like to see them married before I leave. Please give me a little time, then we go. All right, okay, fine, okay. It's voluntarily, it's not, Krishna not forcing anyone, you know. So how much time you need? Oh, at least give me, you know, 1 year. I have time to find, you know, proper, you know, partner, you know. Okay, fine. So after a year, Narad Muni came back and both son, daughter were married. Oh, wonderful. Well, congratulations, Kailash. Very good. You fulfill your desire. Now let's go. Oh, yes, I want to go with Krishna. I love Krishna so much. I want to be with him. I want to serve him eternally. But Narad Muni, I have one more desire to fulfill. And what is that? Before leaving this world, I would like to see my grandchildren, you know. Oh, Kailash, you know, you will see them from heaven. Let's go now. No, I want to see them and touch them, you know. That will be the last desire. I promise you, no more than that. And how much time you need, you know, children take time to make, you know, at least couple years, you know. Okay, fine. Don't take too much time, Kailash. You can die any moment, you know that, no? So better now, Krishna is giving an exception, out of the rule, a special mercy. Okay, no, I promise, only this. Okay. After 2 years, Narad Muni came back to his house, and Kailash was having a granddaughter one leg, grandson another leg, and he was playing, you know, they were laughing and enjoying, and suddenly Narad Muni arrived, and Kailash's smile became frozen. I'm having such great time. So, okay, Kailash, you fulfilled your desire, you married your children, you saw your grandchildren. Now, let's go with Krishna. You know, here is nothing, it's 1 second, less than a second in the spiritual world. Time is different, you know. So, Kailash said, yes, I have no more desire. I promise you, no more desire. I want to go with you immediately, but I need to solve a problem before I go. What problem? Well, my wife and her daughter-in-law don't get along very well. And they fight too much because they're living in our house, you know. My son and his wife living in our house. And sometimes they grab a knife against each other, pull their hair each other. So I'm very afraid they may kill each other. So let me make a house. I have a land nearby my house. I can make a house for my son to live there separately with his wife. They will avoid more fighting, you know. Once I do that house, I will go with you. I will be finished. How much time you need to make a house? Oh, I will make it very fast. Just give me 6 months, I will make the house. Kailash, remember, you may die any moment. And if you die, whatever is in your mind, you will go. According to the Bhagavad Gita, you know, Now it's an exception, but if you die the other way, is no guarantee where you will go. No, I will do it. Okay, finally. Okay, so Kailash was supervising the building of the house for his son, and the construction going on and almost finished, and then finally they finished the house. Okay, finished the house. And he was giving last instruction, how to finish the details and everything. And he had a dog, and the dog wanted to play. So the dog came with a stick in his mouth. Oh, I want to, so Kailash throw it and he would bring it back and, play it. And suddenly the dog came with a stick and Kailash had a heart attack. And he was dying. And the dog came, in his face. So he died thinking of the dog. And according to Bhagavad Gita, jam bapismaram bhavam tyajate ante kalevaram tam tam mevaiti counter just bhava bhavita, according to our state of mind at that time of death, you will get that undoubtedly. So when Narad Muni came back, he found two dogs. A big dog and his son. He became the son. And of course he knew who was, Kailash, I told you. You didn't listen to me. Just see what happened to you. And Kailash said, wow. Okay, Kailash, I'm going to give you last chance. Give up this horrible dog body you have. Let's go with Krishna. I'm giving you last chance. And Kailash said, well, Narad Muni, of course I want to go with Krishna with you, but do you see my house? They went on vacation and they left the window open. They forgot to close it. And some thief may come and steal everything I work for. Let me guard the house until they come back. When they come back, then we go. Then Narad Muni became upset. He said, Kailash, you're always giving excuse. Surrender to Krishna, Why you want to be in this horrible dog body? And Kailash became angry. He showed his teeth to Narad Muni. Oh, with so many souls around, you only after me. So anyway, that showed the rebellious soul, they want to surrender to Krishna. So we should take lesson, not to do the same, not to be like Kailash, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. But Kailash at the end was saved, He was, after dog body, he became a snake because he offended Narad Muni. He wanted to bite Narad Muni. But Narad Muni came back and preached to him. And Kailash became devotee in snake body, So next time he came to visit him, he saw he had injuries all over his body, asking, what happened, Kailash? Well, since I became devotee, I don't hurt anyone, I don't bite anyone. So children take advantage and they beat me with a stick and a stone, but I don't do anything. And Narad Muni said, no, you should do something. When they come to harm you, you show your fangs and hiss at them, frighten them, but don't bite them, but just frighten them so they will leave you alone. That's important instruction also, no? You may show, but you don't harm, like that.
This goes with the parallel, like Prabhupada had a case in Bombay, somebody tried to cheat them.
Yes, Mr. Nair is there. He wanted to cheat the devotee. They gave front payment for the land to make a temple there. And he was also taking from other people also. And the devotees start building temple there. So he was such a bad person. he had influence with politicians and things like that, and he came with the police and destroyed whatever was constructed. And the good thing is that Prabhupada put the deity, Radha Rasbihari there, no? Radha Krishna deities. So that is, people have also religious sentiments. No? So some people came to help, fight this evil person, cheater, So it was a big fight, and the court and everything, and finally, at the end, the man died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
The man died of a heart attack. The wife, Prabhupada said, "You are like my daughter, sign here, Krishna will bless you, this is for Krishna's service." And she, she understood that her husband was not a good person, It's a Jew temple, yeah, the Jew temple. Yeah, Giriya Swami wrote a book about that. I will build you a temple. Beautiful, yeah.
And when Maharaj, when Prabhupada heard this story, Prabhupada saying to devotee, I was praying.
That Krishna will take him away.
He said Krishna, they say, if you look at Krishna, Prabhupada say, no, Krishna doesn't come for this kind of demons, he's a small demons.
Yeah.
Say, but I was praying,
The man had a heart attack. Died.
Yeah. After 2 days, I think.
Yeah. Well, he was giving very hard time, He was giving very hard time to the devotees.
Most hardest project in the world, they say that.
Anyway, that proves Krishna is on the side of the devotees. So we shouldn't be worried that we are on his side, so he also will be on our side. But people sometimes want to God with them their side without being them in his side. To be in his side means to follow his instruction, Bhagavad Gita. Then you become obedient, then he will help. Very good. Thank you very much, everyone. And any last comment, question? Wonderful suggestion. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
One more thing Prabhupada said, he said, Mr. Nair he is very influential guy, he has a newspaper, he was very rich, he has contact with people.
Yeah.
We had nothing, he had lots of money as well, we had nothing, we were just praying, we are the devotees, we were
Yes.
singing sincerely Krishna. That's why we got paid, otherwise there was no way we got
Yeah.
land.
Prabhupada said, in regard to that Arjuna was like a fig in front of Dronacharya and Bhishmadev. They can easily smash. But because Krishna was on his side, he came out victorious. So if we have, Krishna in our life, we will always be victorious. And the victory is to overcome, the material influence, the ignorance, the passion, and try to come to the goodness, try to become good devotees, sincere devotees. Then we have a victory assured, Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Maharaj, what's going to be happen for those temples after so many years? Who is going to take care of it?
Well, I mean to say, the younger devotees, they have to do it,
So we have to make more younger devotees.
More devotees and more happy, more devotee and more happy devotees.
Right.
That's that's the key, we are seeing the movement that's attracting young people, many young people. At the beginning of the movement, we were all young, in our 20s. But now we have older devotee and also young devotee coming too, So it will go on, Why? Because of the prophecy of Lord Chaitanya. He said that this will happen. Every town, every village will be chanting of the holy name.
But in Kali Yuga going to take over, and that time there's some evil people come and might destroy the temples. Just
That
like
may.
in India, all Mughal came and they destroy so many temples.
That's true. But at the end, the devotees will be victorious. Even at the end of Kali Yuga, devotees have to hide in caves because they will be persecuted by the cannibals. People become cannibals because almost no grain, no fruit, nothing, So people will chase the devotees to eat them, cannibals, at the end of Kali Yuga. Well, Kalki will come and he will kill all the demons. There is no way to preach to them because they can't understand nothing. And he will save the devotees. So one reporter asked the Prabhupada, will your disciple will be at that time there? Prabhupada said, no, they will be with me with Krishna. I'm devotee. Jai Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. So this movement is made to be successful. We just have to desire to be part of it. It's already decided by Lord Chaitanya. We just need to be, cooperative, to cooperate with the Lord's plan. That is, He has His plan for all of us. It's up to us to decide to do His will, Then all blessing will come. Definitely, undoubtedly.
But yesterday you said man is plan, man is and God is destroying plan, whatever plan have.
No, man proposed, God disposed.
Yeah. So man doesn't have to propose. They don't have to think about anything, new plans or nothing.
They can plan, but they also at the same time should also know. If Krishna so desire, it will happen. If He doesn't want, no matter how hard I try, it will not happen. So a pious person will ask the blessing of the Lord. If it is your desire, my Lord, let it happen this way. If you think is the best for me. Otherwise, I accept whatever decision you may want for me. Prabhupada, for example, was told by an astrologer that he will become very rich, one of the richest in India. Prabhupada told, if I make a lot of money, I will print many books because my Guru asked me to, if you get money, print books. But Krishna had a different plan for his business. Went down, all the valuable equipment, the pharmaceutical equipment were stolen. He was bankrupted. Then he became Vanaprastha and left whatever to his children they were grown up to take care of the business. He retired to Vrindavan. But when he came along to the West, no money, nothing. And he became one of the richest people in India. I mean, they had 100 temples all over the world, Millions of books printed and distributed, so many properties, big farms. India, so many big temples. So that Krishna wanted him to become in a different way. So we want one way, but Krishna may have planned for us in a different way. So we have to be, whatever Krishna, I propose, try my best, I can plan, but it's up to Krishna finally. We should not be attached to the result. We should be attached to do our duty the best we can. The result we should offer to Krishna. That's the best thing to do. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj.
You're welcome.